happened?
We got a 56 and a 57 parked here, 4 doors. I can't really get to them. Oh no.
Look at that. Oh, freaking awesome. Good morning. Today I got a couple things you guys are gonna like. I'm probably gonna pull the motor to reseal it. I know, Bob and Don, you guys are questioning, I hear you. Why would you pull the motor to fix a few oil leaks? Because I don't like bending over, wearing my back out. So, I don't know. I feel like the motor deserves to come out. I need to check the rear main seal and a couple other things. So if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. And on other news, the inevitable Jim, which I firmly believe has the hardest YouTube name to say or spell. That's just coming from me. But Jim has reached out and we're planning to do some things together in the near future, which is awesome. Super thankful for that. Jim seems to be a stand-up all-American guy, and that's what I like, good people. Just like Dalton with Pole Barn, I can't be thankful enough to have had these contacts. But me and Jim's been doing some talking, and today, maybe I'll sneak it into this video or the next video. You'll know before I will. I'm gonna go look at a couple cars that are in my neck of the woods, because where he's at, it's like a frozen tundra right now. And down here in North Georgia, we got cars everywhere in people's yards, and especially Chevy guys, that's like yard ornaments everywhere. And you just can't let them go. It's okay to let them go. If you're not gonna get to them, let them go. Let them go. There's somebody out there that wants to drive it, you know. Yeah, that was the Chevy plug for the day. I guess I'm officially a Chevy guy now. Huh. So if you go back on my channel, I had a 1965 Ford Galaxie. Oh, turn your volume up, get ready. And if you know anything about those old LTDs and all the Galaxie era cars in the mid 60s, they had some ugly bodies on some of them. Specifically that goofy looking 90-degree rear trunk car. But like Cleus McFarlane had a 4-door. I mean, there's all kinds of different variants. They had the Country Squire, which I would love to have, like a 68, give or take, Country Squire. That's just a dream of mine. But the guy on Barn Find Hunter has that nice one. It's like a 1 of 1 that has I think a 4-speed with a 427 or 428 in it. I don't know. Anyways, that's a dream car of mine, so maybe one day I'll get one. But anyways, the point was, on that Galaxie, now that I've got y'all another Galaxie, I did a power disc conversion on it, and I had a nightmare on it. It was wrong parts, this and that. I'm not going to bash the guy that sold it to me off eBay that rhymes with John's place. But anyways, the parts were good. They were just not configured correctly. I had an incorrect proportioning valve, and then the front calipers were the wrong calipers that were supposed to be in the kit. It was a nightmare. And I really had a lot of challenges trying to battle that. So that was my comment there. But I don't know. This is a nice kit. It looks good. I always like to clear coat these, and I've been doing that for years. It's kind of something I like to do. But that Galaxie was an awesome car. It had a 390. It had been sitting for a long time. I just seen it one day, and I actually traded the guy a Coyote engine for it, and he had like a 50s or 40s F1, and he jumped all over it. I'd like to get the hood off in order to do the brakes and maybe the engine gaskets, but I don't know, we'll see. So, oh, check this out. My dad came over the other day. Let's see. We were looking through this box. How cool is this? We actually have the ornament for the rear. This hood is probably the best part of this vehicle, just being very honest, and I don't want to mess it up. Somebody has primed it years ago. It's in great shape, and I want to save on it. Well, while you guys watch me get this hood off, I wanted to speak on a couple things. That disc brake kit, I realized while filming that I am missing the front rotors and calipers in that kit. So I've got to source that. It's going to take a few weeks, maybe more. You know, I got to save up my money, just being very honest. But we get the engine out in this video and start going down that wormhole. And also, I'm trying to still decide what engine we're going to use, so I'm trying to be gentle with everything we pull out. I'm going to start pulling a lot of this out. I got the battery tray out. I guess I'm going to pull the motor just to look it over, make it easy. I have oil in here, and I don't want to make a mess. Yeah, we're gonna be pulling this intake. I can tell you that. They got some old school paper gaskets. GM of Canada. Pretty cool. Is this original? The part number is 4 with a big space 3999701 UPR. Wow, that fan clutch is worn out. Slicker than goose poop downhill on a rainy day. Holy cow. Wow, the timing cover has flat head screws on it. Holy cow, look at that. Guys, there's no way this thing's been apart. I'm going out on a limb saying that this is probably original. There's just no way. I gotta go to the eye doctor today. Oh, this is gonna be a bear. I gotta get my contacts. I'm blind as a bat, if you didn't know. I gotta get my contacts ordered. Do a checkup about every 6 months. It's gonna be an interesting China wall on this intake to the block because of this front oil fill ventilation system. I'm interested to see what's under here. I'm about 2 minutes away from my arrival, and I'm gonna go in here, see if the guys are here. I don't know if they want me filming out here or not. Out of respect, I'm gonna hold off and maybe we'll ease into it. But I am scouting for vehicles for the inevitable gym, and I reached out to Dalton Pole Barn Garage and for myself as well. So I know I'm a small channel, I'm trying to grow, but it's all about the people you know and the fellowship. That's where it comes into play. You can look at it as a religious fellowship, or you can look at it as a community of people that are like-minded in a similar interest, cars, YouTube, etc. So, oh, there's about 50-something deer out there. Man, y'all missed it, sorry. So I can't show everything just so they keep their channel fresh, but here's a couple cars that I'm looking at. There's a 7-liter Galaxie coming up. It's a Q code, not an R code. There's a 1-owner Buick that is in great shape, rust-free. And then there is a Honda that I have made an offer on, and it's been accepted. So this little Honda will be coming up soon. I hope you guys enjoy it. It is a 1972, maybe. Back to the show. Day 2 of the engine pull. Things have escalated quickly. I'm falling in love with a small block. On other news, my cousin Christopher just went out and bought a 6-liter LS for his pickup truck. It's like a 2000 something Chevrolet. And we're gonna do some wheeling and dealing. I'm getting the 5.3. Hold your horses, not for this. Well, that was barely in there, but it's got 2 lock washers on it. You guys ever just look at a bolt and just instantly know it's gonna give you a hard time? Well, that's what I just did. Some might ask, what am I doing? Why am I draining all this when I got the F100 to finish and some other projects? And I'm gonna say to them, you're asking a lot of questions. Now I want to get this thing down. It keeps the content on the channel kind of diverse. I got a Ford and a Chevy, and yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. But it gives me a moment to jump on one, jump on the other. The F100 runs and drives. I just pulled the intake off, changed the gaskets on it, and then we'll be doing that in the next, I'd say, week or 2, maybe more. I'm gonna make a big order to Summit, a couple $100. Big order. We're gonna go ahead and get the gaskets for this engine and just try to do a top end for about $100. And then I'm gonna get the gaskets for the intake and everything for the F100. Yep, that's how she's coming out. It may make sense, it may not, but that's what I'm working with by myself. I do not like using that engine hoist from Harbor Freight. Oh, this is some great lighting. Who's that handsome fella there? Man, woo, rolling that beard back out. Okay, yeah, I did a little shaving right there. Nah, that's better than nothing. We'll see how she goes. All right. Okay, we're doing great. Good news and bad news. The transmission has decided to stay on. She is unbolted. Unless I missed a couple bolts. That's gonna really change my situation here. Yeah, that's changing. Oh, I like this. She's already turning for herself. I'll take these valuable bolts out. The only fluid I didn't change out of this, or drain out of this motor for this engine pull, ooh, look at that, was the oil. Hopefully we don't make a big mess. Ah! What happened? What happened there? Oh no. The speedometer cable is still connected. Sorry, Charles. I know you're upset. Things escalated. I know. It's not what I planned. This isn't my first time pulling an engine. Yeah, things got out of hand. That's a mess. I don't know what's happening. Who put a trampoline in here? Now, GoPro died again. Y'all are making a good name for yourself here. Oh, this throwout bearing was shot, by the way. It's one reason I wanted to go ahead and pull this bad girl. So we're doing okay. She's coming up. If I can let the air out of the tires, we should have enough clearance to roll the car out, but then I'm not gonna be able to roll it. I could lift my arm there and swing it out. We'll see. I should have pulled the radiator. There's a lot of things I should have done. I should have bought a Belair in the 90s when I was a little kid. Yeah, I know. But nope, I didn't. I think I might throw a strap for this bell housing up to here and wrench her up. That's my idea. I just thought of it and put a patent on that. Ah, more coolant. You dirty dog. We're already there. You scoundrel, you. Thought I got it all out of there. That's the best looking coolant I've seen in a long time. That's gonna clear, but I'm running into an issue. I'm right on that thing. I might have to go get the lawnmower and pull this car out. If you ever get a lift, do yourself a huge favor. Get the overhead cable system. I didn't do it because my ceiling height is so short. I'll measure that and show y'all in a second. This is a shallow lift. Now my bay next door goes up about another 10 feet. So the next lift I get is going out there and it's going all the way. So yeah, this bar down here is a nightmare. If it had some slick ramps over it, it'd be okay, but it don't. Oh, we're leaking some oil too. Okay, nice. I'm gonna have to buy some more kitty litter stuff. Man, that's unfortunate. I'm thinking I'm gonna throw her straight onto the engine stand. For my GM guys that know more than me, because almost all of you do. GM, what is that, 3703524. Let me know what you think on that. Yeah. It's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it. Is it worth saving? Yes. Is it worth saving for this? Yes. Am I going to do that? To be determined. I want a stick shift in this car. I want it to stay a stick shift. I would prefer if it was, hold on, I'm getting distracted right here. Look at this. Do y'all see that? Look at that. Oh, freaking awesome. I love how I keep finding this stuff. My grammar I don't love. I love that this thing was just built to last. You had to oil everything. I love it. And that little nugget of information makes me want to keep this motor. It makes me want to bring it back to what it is, because I already have it. I have the transmission and all that jazz. With this setup, will this thing cruise 80 down the interstate? Probably not. Will I have a hard time making my wife drive it? Absolutely. So these are the questions I got to think about. If I had an LS in here with some air condition, would my wife drive it? Probably not. She's not into this stuff. She doesn't care. And respectfully, she doesn't care, and that's fine. She likes them when we cruise in them and make good memories in them. That's a fact. But I don't see her driving this. It doesn't have airbags, seat belts, and you could add a seat belt. You ain't adding airbags in this because this car is still gonna cave under itself, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Well, I've got a surprise for you guys. Here's a video of my 65 390. Check it out. Coming around. That Galaxie is the way I want to build this Chevrolet. A fat camshaft, and I would love a 4-speed shifter. On other news, here comes my daughter playing the piano. Very proud of her, and I hope one day she can look back and watch these videos. Enjoy.